Alright, let's go to recording. This one's called Jamaicans For Justice Takes Legal Action Over No Locks Policy in Schools. Human rights advocacy group Jamaicans For Justice, JFJ, yesterday filed an action in the Constitutional Court asking it to rule that public schools cannot set a no locks policy that forces children to remove their natural locked hair in order to obtain an education. The lawsuit seeks declarations and orders from the court that this policy and similar ones violates the constitutional rights of children and their families to public education, equitable and humane treatment by public authorities, protection from discrimination, freedom of expression, and to other rights. Legal action is a direct response to and on behalf of the parents of the 5-year-old child who earlier this month was informed by officials at the St. Catherine School that their daughter had until August 29th to remove her locks in order to enter grade 1 in September. While schools have broad power to set rules, those rules can be arbitrary, unreasonable, or discriminatory. We at JFJ have taken this matter before the courts with the hope that a nationally binding court's decision will stop other institutions from doing this to other children, said Rhoda Malcolm, executive director of JFJ, told the Gleaner. Alright, end the article. So in a nutshell, we're the Jamaicans For Justice. I think we're most associated with speaking out against police brutality. Yeah, and I've mentioned them in some online posts and so forth. I think I mentioned some recordings way back when. Alright, they're taking up for this girl who apparently was discriminated against for wearing locks. Alright, at the St. Catherine School. And to be right off the bat, when I heard that story, this is just, all I can say is that this is very coonish of that school to have that plantation slave that mandate, alright, because the way that her hair style has nothing to do with her being able to get the education or not. But again, but the thing is that if that's true, if that St. Catherine School really was on that plantation slave shit, I'm with Jamaicans For Justice in calling them out, cause this is why I said that Jamaicans and maybe other places around Caribbean and in Africa, there's that system of the spirit of colonialism is still here. This is why that's why we have coons, especially those in position of power that are they're allowed to do their bullshit like the school is doing, and these people have to be called out and checked, cause this is. So I'm right with Jamaicans For Justice, and this one is just that this is I hope that they reverse that ridiculous rule, and because like I said, that's just basically obviously very racist and very racist, and or better it's that doctrine that they have about no locks that is basically rooted in self-hatred, and we have to call that out. So I'm right with JFJ in that one. So hopefully they come through, and that St. Catherine School and other schools like that have some plantation slaves or house Negroes who are passing up these rules, that they get exposed, and hopefully that those idiotic rules are changed. So that's the best way I can break it. Go on to another recording.